Hey y'all, what's up? Listen, I want to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac real quick. Like, I do not expect this video to be long because I feel like the episode really didn't give a whole lot. I feel like the episode was more so on the boring end. So y'all let me know in the comments how you felt about this episode. Y'all may have enjoyed it, but I could have kind of did without it. I feel like this episode could have been a skip week. Like y'all literally could have took a break, not even brought the show to us, and then returned next week. But hey, it was more so about Karen. It was kind of like Karen's episode, so we'll touch on it. All right. First off, Gizelle and Ashley, they do have this athleisure line that they are doing together. Um, I know a lot of us talk about their fashions. They really ain't got it like that. But when it comes to athleisure, I really don't see it being that difficult to put together some leggings, some workout leggings on the top. Okay, now girl, if y'all mess that up, then y'all got some serious fashion problems for real. I mean, y'all already do, but it'll be elevated to a whole nother level because it's a net thing to figure out the proper fabric and just put a yellow top with some yellow bottoms, a green top with some green bottoms. And, it really shouldn't be that difficult. GNA, when I first heard it, first saw it on social media floating around, I definitely gave them some flack for it. But hearing the name and stuff, it's like, it really ain't that bad. I'm not really going to come down too much on Gizelle and Ashley wanting to do this athleisure line. We'll see where it goes. I do want to come down on Ashley just a bit because my thing is, Ashley, you said that you're tired of spending up Michael's money and it's time for you to get out there and make your own. So if the goal is for you to get out there and make your own, why would you team and partner up with somebody else that you're going to have to split proceeds with? And I asked that because I remember being on your website like last year and you already had like your yoga thing going. I believe you already had like your own athleisure line. So you already know how to do this. What was the reason to want to go in and partner with Gizelle when all you had to do was bring that to the front or create a whole new one, but just for yourself? Gizelle, I'm seeing, that she typically likes to partner with people. We know that she tried to do the foundation line, which was every hue. It was successful until it wasn't. Okay. It was successful until it wasn't. And I feel like should another opportunity that Gizelle embarks on her own, or just in general, should it fail, I don't think she wants to be the only person taking accountability for it or whatnot. And she might need the extra push from somebody else, which is why she decides to partner up with people. You know what I'm saying? That's why she doing the podcast with Robyn. That's why she's trying to do this athleisure line. She don't want to be the only one held accountable. The shit flop is what I'm thinking. But anyway, girl, I could be wrong. But good luck to those ladies. Mia and Robyn link up at a salt room. First thing Mia says about her look is that she's been over here trying to do what she got to do to keep that husband. Okay, to keep her man. Really, that's what she said. She didn't say husband. She said man. And when I heard that, I was like, well, which one are you talking about? Because we can't say that she necessarily lied, right? Because she didn't say which one. She just said her man. So which one was you talking about that you're trying to keep? Okay. Robyn goes on to talk about how Karen had a photo of her family in her phone. And she was like, I knew it was in that moment that Karen was obsessed with me. And I'm like, Robyn could be right. IDK, because I'm not on that side, but on this side, okay, on the outside looking in, I don't think that Karen is obsessed with you by any means. I think that Karen probably took that photo to drag the hell out of you in a sense and probably share your photo with somebody else and laugh at your as high key is what I was thinking. Okay, she probably took it to be like, are you familiar with him because y'all both was in this same program? It could have been other things that probably wasn't that, oh, she's so obsessed with you on that particular level. I think merely the reason she had your family photo was because she was talking shit. That's what I think. But I mean, I guess that's, if you want to call that obsession, then it's obsession, girl. And also when they go to do the flashbacks of how Karen has responded to Robyn over the past few years or seasons, I want y'all to know that a lot of Karen's actions that y'all were shown were reactions to shit that Miss Robyn has done. Okay, so that lady don't really be obsessed with you. That lady be responding to you. But Mia, Mia goes on to open up to Robyn about the struggles of her marriage and how she almost got her an attorney. Well, I think she went and sought an attorney is what she said, to get a divorce. And so Robyn was like, well, girl, when did you do this? And she was like, oh, a little over a year. And I'm like, girl, lie. I feel like that was a little over a few months ago. It's what it's given. I feel like it's more recent than what Mia is saying. But I also feel like Mia brought that up in an effort to kind of get Robyn to open up more about what's going on with her and Juan. Because in my personal, I really feel like Mia's the only person Robyn is willing to open up to. IDK, I don't know why she's chosen Mia, but I don't even think she's really opening up to Ashley and Gizelle. Well, I understand Ashley because we already know how Ashley do when tea comes. When Miss Robyn had to put her finger in her face years ago and check her about being in her business. With Gizelle, I don't know. I don't know why she don't really, open up more with the Gizelle situation. Maybe she don't want Gizelle to chastise her or give her the true tea. I'm not sure, but it just seems like Mia is the only one that she's willing to really open up about Juan with. So, okay, girl. So, Mia asked her, are they seeing a therapist or are they in therapy or whatever? Robyn says, no, they're not. And she was like, even with everything going on. And then Robyn's like, nah, girl, we not. She was like, so you don't think y'all got no problems? Like, it ain't no problems with each other. She was like, no, we ain't got no problems with each other. Like, our problems are more so just like being able to go out and enjoy life. Like, that's what our thing is. I do not believe what Robyn is saying, but I think that in this moment, Robyn is likely saying, enough to feel like she's answering the question without giving a whole lot of information for real. Robyn, when you give that answer and you say that y'all are really trying to figure out the best way to go out there and enjoy yourselves and enjoy life, I don't know. It just made me think of open marriage. And I'm like, Robyn, do you possibly have an open marriage, which is why you be saying that you don't really care? For real, like, is y'all marriage open and we just don't know anything about it? And you've been out here getting drugged or whatever the case is, the whole time the marriage has been somewhat open or cracked. Girl, let the people know. But anywho, let's move on. The Osefos. One thing the Osefos gonna do that I like, they gonna go on a date. That's one thing they're going to do. They are definitely going to go on a date. And I like that. That's something that Miss Toya is over there begging Mr. Eugene for, to take her on a date outside of the damn house. We done seen the Osefos go on at least 2 or 3 dates since this season has started. And I thought that was cute. Wendy is returning back to YouTube. So she's continuing to work on that. I know that was a question of mine on last week. Or whenever week. But we see that she is going to be returning. So good for Wendy. But what I absolutely love, the highlight of the episode for me was Eddie talking about Happy Eddie. Now, I wasn't sure exactly what he was going to do with it, but I know I had kept hearing Happy Eddie. Now we hear that he is about to get into the cannabis business. I love that so much. I said, if that's not Kandi Burruss of you, to want to go out and start a company. When somebody tried to use something for negative against you, you take it and use it for a positive for yourself and likely to generate, wealth for you and your children. When your sons get older, that could be a company that they could run. I don't know if they're going to be into cannabis or not. Whether they into it or not, they may still be able to run the company or whatever. So I just think that's super dope. I love that. Get in it, learn all that you can. With him being a lawyer, I could see him really diving in. Like when Wendy said, sometimes you don't come to bed till 2 a.m. Listen, I'm over here like, when is his birthday? What's his sign? I want to know more about Eddie as to like when he gets focused on something, how focused do he get? Because it seemed like even as an attorney, right? He has to do a lot of research. So I can imagine now that he got the fire lit up under him to want to do this cannabis company, he probably be up all night because he probably got to work for his clients and shit during the day. And in the evenings, he probably just really zoning in on Happy Eddie. Okay, so this is what's going on. I need to do this. I need to do that. So yeah, I just wonder a little bit about how he works when it comes to that. But I look forward to seeing this come to the front. And I hope that he stays with it. I hope he stays consistent. I don't want to see, we're having a conversation about it, i.e. Wendy talking about a restaurant business, even though she was talking about it in my personal with the wrong person. And then now we're not hearing anything else about it anymore, right? So I'm hoping that Eddie stays focused and stays true to what he's trying to do so that we can see how this develops, over the years, whether they're on the show or they're not. Karen. We learned that Karen has bought her grandmother's house. Okay, she has bought the grandmother's house, and she plans on inviting a few women to the house to do this whole situation around it. Okay. Now Gizelle. Now, first of all, she said she was gonna put some ladies' names in a hat. and draw, but she put who she wanted to put in the hat, which was Candiace, Wendy, Gizelle, and Ashley. I think it was just them at first, right? Gizelle politely declined and said, "BITCH, girl, I'm not going nowhere with them hoes. You have me entirely fucked up. I'm not going nowhere with Gizelle and motherfucking Candiace, girl. DEAD. I ain't even got Robyn on the trip with me. Oh, hell no, girl. We're not doing that." So Gizelle is pissed off. She talking about she got to be concerned about her health. Her safety when it comes to Candiace and Wendy. And I'm like, Gizelle. She also says that it's dangerous. I'm so tired of these buzzwords and different things that you're using. Like, he made me go. And then now you're saying that it's dangerous. I got to be concerned about my safety when it comes to those ladies, as if they're the ones that tried to attack you. It was the crazed fans that was over there sending you death threats, and you probably was getting that even beyond Candiace's situation, okay? And sometimes fans definitely take things too far. However, I want you to know that you trying to remove yourself from filming with those ladies sometimes, or interacting with them, or whatever the case is, it's not helping the colorism claims. I want you to know that. Okay, so I do feel like, I'm not calling you one, but I do feel like some people that may believe that you are a colorist, you operating the way that you are with these ladies are making them believe that even more. Okay, that's just what I want to say, because I truly believe like that's really the reason why you ain't fucking with neither one of them. Okay, because Karen has said worse to you as you deserved. Okay. You always be out here giving actions, but don't be wanting nobody to react to you. But Karen is a person that you can forgive after she said a whole lot of trash to you. But Candiace is where you draw the line, and you're not trying to be cool. It's giving because you do not like that they brought the colorism conversation to the floor. Okay, because you're not well versed enough in that space to really have that conversation, in my personal. Okay, but I think that's what it is, and I want you to know. Because I believe that's what it is, I want you to know that these claims, the colorism, your actions are not helping those claims against you at this time. But anywho, Mia decided she didn't want to go because she felt like it was last minute. She was like, "Girl, don't be sitting over here trying to invite me on some secondhand fiddle, because I'm not secondhand." Okay. Now, I may be Gordon's second wife, and he may have left the first one for me, but girl, you're not going to invite me second. I need to be invited first. All right. So that's what was going on with Miss Mia. So she declined. Robyn said that she already committed to some other stuff going on with her kids or whatnot. So that's why she not going, on top of the fact that it was last minute. All right. I do feel like Karen should have just invited everybody right out the gate. I feel like if Karen would have just invited everybody initially, it would have made the trip probably a much more fun. Right, it would have been a lot of different stuff, different nuances, different. It probably would have been a better episode had Karen just invited more people. But I also feel like when Karen kept talking about that liability insurance, I think it was more so production saying they didn't want to take everybody. They wanted to save some coins and only take a few people, so a select amount. And when they realized Gizelle said she wasn't going to come, they all decided, oh, okay, well, you know what? We're just going to invite everybody, Karen. Go ahead and invite everyone. Because her talking about liability insurance, it really didn't even make no damn sense. And all I thought about was production. And it's crazy because with me believing that it was really production that was like, okay, invite everybody. To me, it really shows how much control Gizelle has in my personal. That she could decline to show up to somewhere, and y'all don't force her to show up to film. Y'all honor how she feels and then turn around and say, just open up the invite to everybody. Maybe that'll convince Gizelle to come. And when Mia and Robyn turned it down, therefore Gizelle also turned it down as well. Period. And y'all allowed her. So, okay then, girl, because we already see who's really running the show. It's definitely the cast members running the show for sure. Aneka. We see Aneka give Gizelle a tour of the house or whatever. She talks about how Karen came for her for not living in Potomac, her living in North Potomac. North Potomac makes me think of like North Atlanta, right? Because it's like, even though, yeah, there is an area of Atlanta that's true North Atlanta, I feel like some of greater Atlanta, they still be out here labeling themselves as North Atlanta. So when Karen called Aneka out for not living in Potomac, I do believe that Aneka does not live in Potomac. Okay, I think she lives in the greater Potomac area. Yes. Do I give a damn? Absolutely not. Gizelle was like, girl, at least you bought your house. Miss Karen's still over there renting. Okay, period. We don't care. Sharice came over. We don't care. It was a scene that we really didn't even need. They still over there moving into that damn house. And with them doing all this moving into this house, we still have yet to really learn shit about Ineka. Yeah, y'all brought her sister on the show last episode. We may have learned a piece. But girl, when do you go to work? How are things going with you as an attorney? Like, I mean, I guess, child, let's go ahead and keep going. Let's see. The ladies are all on a trip, so they getting ready to go. All right. The bus takes off. You got Ineka, you got Candiace, you got Ashley, you got Wendy, you got Karen. They all on the bus, headed out. Wendy at some point brings up Happy Eddie's event. She brings it up. Karen's like, who all was invited? She says, well, this ain't my event. You know, this is my husband. So it's really up to him. He going to reach out to the guys, and the guys that he reach out to, I guess their wife is welcome. Okay. But it's up to him. So basically, based on that, Ineka should know that she's not going to be in attendance, and she will not be getting that invite, period. Okay. Ineka then opens up and she's like, okay, well, that's fine. I see that BIT ain't trying to invite me, girl. I already see where you're going with that, but it's all good because, you know, I got something for everybody, including you, bitch. So, everybody can come. Okay. Everybody can come. I'm doing like a housewarming or something she's going to be doing, and everybody is welcomed. Okay. Here go Ashley Missy is talking about some. Well, she is inviting you. What are you going to do? Like, Ashley's trying to tell Wendy, the lady is trying to invite you. So are you going to show up? Although Ashley was being messy as hell, I appreciate it. And this is the only time that I feel like I have appreciated Ashley trying to be messy. Because when I say the whole episode was just not pulling me in, Ashley was trying to get a little bit of something started. But Wendy wasn't going for it. Wendy was like, girl, y'all skipping a million steps. Like, girl, get out my face with that. Like, y'all skipping too many damn steps. I just don't have the time. Okay. All right. Let me see where else I was at real quick. Okay, so I don't know where I was at, but Ashley speaks on the GNA and the situation that she's doing with Gizelle, the athleisure line. And Wendy laughs at it, okay? Ashley thinks that Wendy is bothered. Girl, Wendy do not give a fuck about y'all when she got better fashion. Like, why would she care? If anything, Wendy is tickled because the shit is hilarious. That's why Wendy is over there laughing. You should just accept what that is. Why would she need to be bothered when she's not the one that is she's not trying to do an athleisure line? Now, Wendy should have been bothered and may have been bothered. I can't remember when Karen was doing the candle line, while she was doing the candle line. I mean, you know, maybe, you know, they felt the way. But Karen was quick to say that she had a 3-week while Miss Wendy had 1. But anyway, girl, I don't think Wendy gives a damn. What else? Wendy at the table lets Ineka know that she isn't interested in entertaining her because at some point they have the conversation about things, and she's just like, girl, you spoke on my mama, you spoke on me, you spoke on my your husband got disrespectful with my husband, you spoke on my sister. Now, I don't think she really spoke on your sister, but she definitely spoke on everybody else. Okay, I don't know how to feel about that because some part of me is like, well, like, you can't piss somebody off and tell them how mad to get or tell them when to get over stuff. Really, you can't. Okay, so I understand that, but at the same time, some part of Wendy not wanting to interact with Ineka makes me think a little bit of Gizelle not wanting to interact with Wendy or apologize or whatever to Miss Candiace on camera, you know, not at the reunion, but more so on the show. Like, I don't know, it's something about it that's off. Robyn acting like she don't want to be around people. Like, it kind of goes along with that, and it's kind of getting a little annoying just a bit. So when Karen told her to be open about it, like, be open, I agree with that because it's like, you don't have to like forgive her right now, you know, or have that conversation right now. Maybe it does take some time for y'all, you know, to get to a better place, and then maybe, but I don't know, something about it was just like a little, maybe because the episode was so flat. I don't know, but I can't even put it into words. I can't even explain it, but I just was over it, basically. Whatever this Wendy and this Ineka shit is, like, I'm over it, okay? Ineka said something about her entire presence, I guess, bothered Wendy. Girl, I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. But that's just pretty much it, okay? Wendy is like, listen, girl, I know you invited me to your event, but you invited me to your house or whatever. Does not excuse any of the actions and the behavior that you've already displayed. And maybe that's what Wendy's waiting on, right? So when I say that, Wendy said y'all are skipping steps. Basically, Wendy is waiting for Ineka to pretty much apologize to her for whatever she said and whatever she may have said about her mom, you know, her husband getting disrespectful with Wendy's husband. So maybe Wendy's waiting on that apology, and when she gets it, maybe she'll be ready to move forward. But in all honesty, I don't think that she'll be ready to move forward with her, even if she did apologize. And I just feel like when somebody says some slick shit about your family, I don't know, I feel like that's easily to like forgive, in a sense. Like, all right, you was on some whole shit, you said some stuff, I said some stuff, it is what it is, don't say that shit again, whatever, move on. But Wendy, Mia legit assaulted you last season. She threw a drink in your face and hit you with her fucking purse, and out of all people, you ran over there. I'll have a conversation with Wendy, so you'll go and have a conversation with Wendy. I'm sorry, I have a conversation with Mia. You'll go over there and have a conversation with Mia, but not interested at all whatsoever in having a conversation with Ineka. Maybe it's because I'm not Nigerian and I don't fully understand, you know, the true damage of what she did. But I'm just like, girl, it's just a conversation. Make sure that bitch apologize and then let's move on. She may not even make it to the show next season. Like, I don't know, but something's off about it. I'm not featuring it, but y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, child. That's all that I got on this whack episode. I'm Jami, that's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.